What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the rundown for another fantastic, exciting episode with my partner in crime, the Figure Posing channel. This is a show where we deep dive into film and TV. If is the first time you're tuning in, today we're currently covering Ahsoka. We're going to be doing episode 4, and I'm excited to hear what Anthony has to say because he hasn't told me too much about what he thought. I'm sure you guys know what I'm going to think about it, as I generally do. But I'm very excited for this one. Anthony, my legend co-host, how are you doing today?
Dude, that was pretty impressive as an intro. Because I know you've been like coughing your lungs out. You're sick as hell. And that intro sounded sweet. Thanks, man. Enjoying Ahsoka. Glad to be here. Had a good week, I guess. I received Sasuke, and I think that was it for this week. And I was on Big Bird Ass stream with Helen, which was also very fun. So, yeah.
Awesome. You've been busy, man.
Yeah.
Busy, man. Getting out there. I love it. I know I've been catching that stream. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. Anthony's starring on there. I didn't see it live. Otherwise, I would have hit you with a Justice for Waleed.
You should have, dude.
I would have. If I had seen it live, I definitely would have got in there and chucked a Justice in there. God damn it.
I think I would have super chatted you. I think if you would have done that, I would have super chatted you just to give you some money for the mic.
Thank you. Hopefully it holds up. Look, here's a positive. I'll just let you guys know I'm actually pretty crook at the moment. I think I've got a chest infection and I am currently dying. I can barely breathe. So I will be muting myself a few times throughout this episode. But I loved this last episode so much. Like, we have to go ahead with the show. We have to do it for you guys. So we're here to talk about and also find out what you guys thought of this week's episode of Ahsoka. And
also, I kind of have a theory on what Baden wants to accomplish. So if anyone else has a theory, just let us know in the chat. Type it down below. But I kind of have an idea. I think.
Yes.
A theory. Just a theory.
I'm excited. I'm excited to hear what everybody thinks. Well, let's not waste any time because I may die in the stream. So what I would like to do is get through as much as we can before that happens. Let's see.
So what happens if you die? Because let's say you die on stream, right? And I'm over here. It's 112. It's not 911. Nothing happens if I dial 112.
Yeah.
What are we going to do when we see you croak? You're muting the mic, falling down.
Yep.
And then what?
Just continue. Just continue on.
Okay, cool.
I'll be fine.
Cool.
Yeah,
because not hearing any sound is not like a clear signal, because that happens every stream. Not hearing
Yes, that is 100% right. You're not going to know. And that's the beauty of having the mic that I have, because maybe if I'm coughing my lungs out, you're not going to hear it anyway.
True,
so it's all good.
True.
I do have one request. If I do croak it live on stream, Andre gets my mic. I'm leaving my mic to Andre.
That would be fair. That would be fair.
He's such a big fan of it. I'm going to leave it to him.
Yeah, I'm going to clip Andre. It's going to go viral, I guess.
Andre, the mic is for you.
Yeah, so you're going down, you're pointing at the mic like, oh, give it to Andre.
Just for him. Speaking of Andre, here he is. It's Saturday and it's the rundown. Live and in color. Stereo audio might not be available for some viewers. God damn it.
Damn it, Andre.
He's already getting into it. AJ's here. Yes, we missed you, AJ. Good day.
Oh, cool, dude.
Interested to see what you think of the episode, because we haven't had you here for the last couple of weeks, so good to see. No missions today. What are you bowling now? 300 a game? What's going on? Tell us. Andre, working my people. Okay, I'm catching up. Lukage is in the house.
Hello there.
What's going on, Lukage? Howdy, fellas. Yes, sir. Okay, I gotta go easy on John. He's streaming, no problem. You don't have to go easy on me. It's all good. It's all good. Don't worry, if you pass out midstream, we'll make sure to keep going and chatting without you. You bastard. Thank you. That's what I would want. I would want you guys to continue. And I will return as a Force Ghost. Yes. Except when I return as my Force Ghost, I will return with my Jacket Bros jacket. So I didn't put it on today. I'm forgetful. But that's what
Maybe
my
that's
force
like
ghost
the
would look like. My
yeah.
jacket.
Maybe that's like the blue glow that all the Force ghosts have. Maybe that's just the jacket shining through. Could be.
Oh, Butcher's in the house.
Welcome
What's
back,
up?
Butch.
To catch the show later, a terrible storm passed through last night and knocked out my electricity. Oh
Oh,
no.
really?
Damn. The electricians are working on restoring the power. That sucks.
So how are you watching
Sorry,
now?
fixing
On
that.
phone or
Maybe on his phone. Yeah.
maybe?
Sorry to hear, Butch. Hopefully it doesn't take too long for him to fix it, brother.
I hope he
That's the
went to his
worst.
work just to watch the rundown.
In the school on a Sunday
Yeah.
or Saturday night. Yeah, at school on a Saturday night. What are you doing here, Butch? I'm just,
Just
catching up
chilling.
on work.
Catching up on work. Doing the rundown.
Oh, AJ saying his Wednesday league was meh, but Thursday league went well, and I shot 703 for 3 games, 234 average. That is
Dude.
huge. That is epic. 234 out of 300. Damn. We got to see some video footage. I want to see like after you've bowled. I want to see like the walk back. What's your style of walk back? You strutting back? Or you sliding back? Moonwalking back? We got to see some footage here, AJ.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Lukaku would be able to make like a pretty cool trailer off of that off of that walk.
I think he could. I think
Yeah,
he could.
he would.
And we got Mike in the house.
Hey.
Mr. Mike Lowry. What's up, sir? Thank you for being here. I think most of the gang are here. Renz will fly in later. I'm sure he's breaking necks and cashing checks at the minute.
Probably.
My apprentice. So let's get
What stream was it in? Okay, you were in
on
Collector Joey's stream,
Collector
right?
Joey's. Yeah.
And you were talking about Rand's like, yeah, he's my apprentice. And I don't know,
People have no idea what we're talking about. No idea.
it sounds so fucking arrogant. Yeah, he's my apprentice over at Rundown. And I was cracking myself up.
And
Yeah,
no
that
one
was
knows.
funny.
They're just like, yep, okay, yep.
He's my
No,
apprentice.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh. Don't worry about leaving me your mic and your will. Why don't you take that mic, shine it up real good, turn it sideways, and shove it up your can? Yes! Must be
Dude.
nice. He is poorly. That's rough.
It is
He's
rough.
coming for me. He's coming for me.
So he went to Savage Common Guy like
What
in
the
5
fuck?
seconds.
Okay, well, I have
No.
Sheeta McGavin. That's a classic. Will always be a classic. Gang's almost here. Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty close to the Iron Man walk back. No need to do something insane.
What is that? When?
Yeah.
Do you know
What's
when?
for the Iron Man walk back when Iron Man, the original, when he shoots the tank with the missile and turns around and walks and the tank blows up.
Oh yeah, but he's standing right there. When you say I present to you the Jericho, he's just standing there with his arms outstretched, right?
Yes.
So maybe
He
it's another one.
hits a strike. True that. Waiting for Sleeping Beauty to arrive. Yes. Selvig for life. He's back. All right. Everyone's here. We're caught up on the chat. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get to it. First image. Bada bing, bada boom. We catch up with the team in the ship. Now, I've just to give you context, a lot of the pictures I've kind of skimmed through the first half of the show to get to the action.
Cool.
So there's a few talking points. I felt like there was good dialogue throughout the whole episode, really. Basically, everything that came out of Balin's mouth is epic at all
Yeah,
times.
so I only need one slide. It's just Balin.
You know what? I think I've come to the conclusion that Balin and Shin Hati are two of my favorite characters.
True.
Like,
True.
that I'm most excited to see in a long time. I was thinking about it. I'm like, man, all I want is more from these characters. Like, more. Give me more.
Yeah.
I'm really, really enjoying everything to do with them. And it's a great idea by Dave Filoni to build them up like he is. I'm glad he's doing it. So anyway, we pick up with these guys. What do you think of the intro, the dialogue here, setting the tone that Ahsoka's trying to, if we can't get the map, we've got to destroy it.
Yeah,
And
so
Ezra-
it kind of sets up that Sabine will make the choice to go for Ezra and not for the greater good. And that's going to be the conflict. I didn't expect that to happen this episode already. I thought it was going to be next episode. But
I definitely felt they were pre-framing her making a decision,
Yeah, yeah,
and it reminded me of another character arc from an it's a thing that's been done many times in shows, but I love it when
true.
they do. Um, I'm just trying to think of what show it was.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You,
Yeah.
the most important thing is that we get this show on the road and just gap right before you croak, and
Yes.
then I'm
Yes.
fine.
True that. True that. So I enjoyed the fact. Now, what do you think about Ahsoka and her mentality so far? She's very stoic. She's very uh, dead set on what she needs to do in this mission. She's not even considering saving Ezra if they can't get it. I feel like
Oh yeah,
she's
she is
more than
considering
willing
saving
to.
Ezra. She's just preparing for the worst case scenario. Worst case
Mm,
scenario is they can get to Ezra, and they can't get the map. Then they'll have to destroy the map, so the others won't be able to get there because Thrawn.
mm,
So
yep.
she is considering getting Ezra, but she also knows that Sabine will have difficulty making the right decision. Um,
Mm,
I feel, by the way, that she should know that Sabine will make the wrong decision here.
yeah.
Or not the wrong decision to go for Ezra. So she should have known it.
Yeah, I think she does know, right? I think she
Yeah,
knows deep down. But the thing is, we're not getting enough into her private thoughts. We're not. Maybe when we get up to the end of the episode, maybe now we're going to see a little bit more character delving into for Ahsoka herself.
yeah,
But we're not seeing a lot of what's the word, introspective. We're not seeing enough of her motives in there.
yeah,
She's definitely coming across very stoic. She's mysterious, I guess, in a way. We're not learning what she's really wanting, I feel
yeah,
like,
yeah.
at the minute.
Well, we know what she
Uh,
wants. She wants to not have Thrawn and
yeah,
hopefully
that's,
Ezra.
they're the main things. Balin and Shin are great. Truly fun baddies.
They are
Yes.
great. They are great.
Andre says, I think the dialogue and setup is quite poor. I can see Thrawn being a wasted opportunity. Hope I'm wrong. He's definitely appearing to be a wasted opportunity so far. However, if the episodes continue to go the way this one did, I think we'll be happy.
Yeah, so
Um,
I think he will be like a held back opportunity. I don't think we'll see Thrawn that much this series. I don't
mm,
know. I don't know. We could see him from now on, but I think it'll just be like a last episode thing where we see Thrawn. I don't
mm,
think we'll see Thrawn being like the mega strategist he is, or see how forceful he is, or I don't
mm.
think we'll. I think we'll see mostly these
Think,
guys.
do you think that'll be for the Mando movie? This whole series will be about them
Yeah,
trying to
yeah, I
get to
think
him,
so.
and then it'll continue on to
I think so.
a movie. It'll be, yeah, I don't know. See, and then they could literally introduce him next episode. Like they could have to drive to where he is, and they could introduce him straight away. We just,
Yeah, maybe hyperdrive that mic, John.
God damn it!
Oh wait,
Mm,
is the next slide also the slide where Ahsoka says "Heir of the Empire"?
next slide is no
The
straight
previous
into
slide. Is that the slide
action.
where Ahsoka said, "Well, it's better than having Thrawn come back as the heir of the
Yes,
Empire"?
this
Because it
was
was,
in this time period.
yeah.
Yes,
So it was
yes.
pretty cool that she said it, but it was also kind of cringe at the same time. I was 50-50 on that. There's this meme that goes like, "Ooh, he said it."
Uh,
I was like that. It was kind of
mm, mm,
cringy, but it was kind of cool that they referenced Heir of the Empire, which is about Thrawn.
that is cool. Oops. I went back. Me and Lani went back and watched a clip on YouTube giving us the history of Thrawn. It was actually really
Hmm.
good. It was like a 12-minute video. It's good
Yeah.
to see that stuff. And it's good that that stuff's out there. AJ says, I really want to see Thrawn do something major when he shows up. He needs to knock some sense into the foolish New Republic.
And so
Ooh.
there's a couple of things that make Thrawn like a formidable opponent. One, he's just physically strong. Two, he's ruthless, and he will always be. Three,
Hmm.
and he will always make like the logical decision to get his goal. Three, he's like a master strategist. And to set
Mm,
that up, to show that all off, I don't think they have the episodes left to do that. So I'm hoping
mm.
they won't.
Yeah, okay. It's got me excited to see where it goes. Then again, it makes them failing in the sequels even more pathetic because they would have totally failed twice in 15 years. I feel we needed an Andor quality Thrawn show. Need more Empire politics type show. Well, I'm with you
I
on
would
that.
have loved that.
I'm
Yes,
with you
because
on
it
that.
it would have totally shown off how brilliant Thrawn is. That would have
Yeah.
worked really well in an Ender show.
I put my Thrawn Black Series figure by the TV every episode, so he's been in all of them so far. Classic Luckagi.
Yeah, that's what I
Classic
do with
Luckagi.
Iron Man. Just to have Iron Man every
Yeah.
episode of everything.
Yes. And then we catch up to the baddies, who I'm loving more and
The
more and more
baddies.
and more and more as we continue. Shin Hardy is a baddie. Ooh, she's a
I
baddie,
like
all
the
right.
lamp over there in the back. It seems so like a regular lamp.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? They're setting up some outdoor works,
Yeah.
literally, literally. But how cool is Balin's outfit? He's literally just an absolute baller, such a presence
Yeah.
in the episode. This sequence, they talk about sending. He talks about sending Shin and the whatever that other dude is to go take them
Marok?
on. Which
Yeah, Marok.
that's it, to go take him on, which was epic. And then I like when Morgan says to him, "I sense fear." I mean, I know you. Do you want to talk about Balin now in this sequence, or do you
No,
want to get
later,
along?
later. When he
Okay, when he's
talks
fighting.
about that you must destroy to create, and when he's talking to Ahsoka, maybe that's the best
Okay, sweet.
time to
Yeah,
do
because
that.
I watched it again last night. I will say, I will pre-frame. I don't know how you guys in the chat felt as well. This is one of those episodes that I know, and I was thinking it to myself. I'm like, oh, I got to share this thought on the stream. This was one of those episodes where I know I have to rewatch. Like I know I'll rewatch many times. I just really, really enjoyed the pacing, the action. It had me on the edge of my seat. There were certain scenes in this episode that just had me
Mm.
captivated. And that reminded me of Mando season 1, season 2, and or things like that. Um, I don't know if you guys in the chat felt the same way, but this episode is one of those bangers that I'll always go back. Kind of like the Book of Boba Fett episode with Mando. That's an episode that I always watch because I just love how much Mando kicks
Yeah,
ass.
yeah. So, but this feels better for me than that. I think.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Ooh, let's get into it. So then we move along. We've had a few conversations by this time between Ahsoka and Sabine, trying to pre-frame what's going to happen, which
Hmm.
I like that they did that because it does come back. And
Yeah.
then good old God, I've forgotten his name. Gets into a battle here and calls for help. What's the droid's
Yeah,
name again?
Yuang. I was kind of
Yuang. That's it.
hoping that he
Yuang.
would, yeah, that he would have like because he had like the registering lights when Sabine was training. I was hoping he would just whip out the forearms and do something with it, but
Hmm.
maybe have some lightsabers.
He
But I'm
wanted to throw
guessing he
down.
just had like tools in his backpack at this time, maybe just to repair.
Well, they needed Ahsoka and Sabine to come out and work as a team together to set that up so he could say that you work better as a team. Come on, Anthony, just follow the
True,
plot point. Come on,
true,
come on,
true.
come on. Jeez, come on. They needed that to happen so he could say that. So the thing at the end could happen when they split up after he told them not to split up. Come on,
30 seconds later, they split up.
hang on, I got to mute.
Okay, press 112, everyone. Andre, the mic is yours.
I was literally dying.
Yeah, yeah. I saw
Then they
it.
come
It
out.
was
They
an
work as a
animated
team.
death.
Yeah, it was. It was a cool little team up though. They kick some ass using the Mando
Okay, wait.
grappling hook.
Because I went from you dying to you being like an animated dead guy. Then I
Hmm.
was going that you might do well as an animated dead guy in movies. And then I thought, oh wait, what was the movie again where you are the old guy at the
Yeah.
bar? What
Well,
movie was that?
I don't know about old guy. It's called "It Only Takes a Night," and it's actually out now. You can go watch it.
Dude, where?
Yeah. Good point. I don't know. You got to find it. It's called "It Only Takes a Night."
Dude, if
It
it's
is out.
in the cinema, I'll go to the cinema when I see you. I'll go like, woo!
I don't even know if any scenes that I'm in. I mean, you're gonna anytime they're in the nightclub, you're gonna have to look out. And now a lot of it is set in the nightclub, I think. So there's a good chance I'm there in the background at a
It could be
bar with a
even cut
fake
out.
drink. Yeah, I mean, it was so cool because I got to stand at a bar for like nearly, you know, I think at the bar for like 2 or 3 hours with a fake drink. I couldn't drink anything, and I just had to stand there holding a fake drink. So that was fun.
Yeah, I'm reminded of this story by Tom Holland. He was doing like an interview about his brother, and it was I think it was for Spider-Man, but I'm not sure anymore. But his brother was like, what's so stressful? What's so hard about acting? Why is it physically demanding? So he signed up his brother to be like an extra, and they went pretty extra rough on him as an extra. And then after the movie, they just cut it out in production.
That is hilarious. Yeah, look, I have more respect definitely for extras, that's for sure. Because standing for 12 hours and trying not to die of boredom while you wait was pretty interesting experience. Okay, so we have a little good team up here. Huang says, "You're better as a team. Don't split up." And we know that, of course, that's what's definitely going to happen.
Yeah, of course.
And then they go. I love how they actually. Before we get to this, so I breezed through this first half of the episode, but I love how they run off. They just. I thought they were going to walk off, and then they just start sprinting. That's hilarious. Like, oh shit! Okay, they mean business. They're sprinting up. Shit. Yeah. And I was like, yeah. Music picks up. I will say, all of the music in this episode, I just loved the tone and everything that
was
they did
cool,
about
dude.
this episode.
Yeah.
I was all over it. Everything about how it was filmed. In fact, I might even watch it again later today when I'm dying in bed, just for the action sequences. Absolutely loved it.
I'll watch it when I'm dying in bed.
Yeah.
Cool.
AJ said he's dying. Do it. You want me to die? Damn.
Well.
Look, he's got my back. Andre says Hollywood Logan would be fitting if any scenes. Maybe I just have an aura of static around me.
Just don't talk. Just play Wolverine.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna die again. Hang on.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, maybe instead of pointing at the mic when you die, just press that button to play Wolverine. Just right at the end.
I need maybe. Oh, I'm gonna put it out there. We need like maybe a dying clip that we can play. But whenever I get sick again. Oh yes, Waleed.
Maybe Waleed.
But he's jumping through the window. That's
true.
So quick.
True. Yeah.
Now will cut over to these guys because they did get a little bit more play, and I thought it was pretty good.
I think it was Lukagi who made the video with Waleed jumping through the window and a hell no and just jumping back.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe you need to cut it right in half. Just have Waleed there and jumping back through the window, and then there's nothing. That could be like your ending scene.
Oh, it could be.
Right when you die,
he jumped through the window at the start and then jumps back.
No. He's standing there and he jumps away.
Yep.
And then we fade out after the smoke screen.
Actually, I quite like that. Yeah. That's a cool idea. I do like that. AJ says Force Ghost Logan sounds like more unique YouTube channel to me, if you ask me.
Force Ghost Logan.
I do like that name, AJ. I do like that.
No, he would be called like Force Static Logan.
Yeah. Maybe I'm so electric that I just create static around the mic. Maybe Mike's look. It's because the rhymes I spit. You know, I'm such a
maybe.
They call me Iron Logan Mac, Harry Mac Logan, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, we'll continue on. I'm going down the rabbit hole of Harry Mac videos.
Dude, he's like the best. I don't care who gets paid what and who is actually on top of the bill, but Harry Mac is by far the best freestyler ever. Actual freestyle.
And that guitarist,
also
I went down the rabbit hole of it again last night. He is amazing. God damn.
I don't know him. I know Marcus Feltry. He does something with him and the violin player, but the guitarist I haven't seen. I think.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, I love stuff like that. I love watching people like that. Anyway, back to Hera. She had a good little moment. It's good because she defies the orders, which I'm glad she did, and she wasn't just a gazelle and listened to the orders and stayed back. They've actually made her take action.
She should listen.
Yeah. I love what happens to them at the end, though. I really enjoyed that. It was a true, like, oh shit, we just lost type feel. That's what it felt like. But anyway, she's talking to her son. So her son...
MC Charlie Chaplin.
Could be MC Charlie Chaplin. That's a cool name.
Why Charlie Chaplin?
Why Charlie Chaplin? Because Robert Downey Jr. played Charlie Chaplin, and I love Robert Downey Jr. That is a reach. That's a reach. Speaking of, real quickly, off topic.
Oh, wait, no sound. Okay, I'm there.
You're back?
No.
Am I?
No, Charlie Chaplin, as in like a no sound movie.
God damn you, Andre.
It took me a while. Play Logan.
You're fired. Fuck Fuck you, Andre. No, I'm not playing it. I'm rebelling against you. Fuck you. Anyway, now you made me forget my thought. You know how forgetful I am. Don't interrupt me, Andre. God damn it. Because he's in silent forget. Okay, F you. What did you think? What do you think about? Because as someone who hasn't watched the Rebels, this kid, I don't know what's going on with him. What do I need to care about this guy? This kid? Are we
Nothing,
caring about him? Or is
because
he
if you
just-
don't know Kanan Jarrus, then you just care about half of this kid. But he's probably force sensitive because Kanan was like a Jedi, and it's his. Kanan is dead, and now we have Jason. And Jason feels stuff, so he's probably force sensitive. And it would be cool because we kind of know that Disney will want to have like a next generation of Star Wars heroes, right? So they might be setting him up for like a future thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe.
It would also be cool to see him and Sabine being trained at the same time, with him being talented and Sabine not being talented. That would also be funny. But her being like far more adult and powerful, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, as an adult human being.
Like he says, I watch an hour of Harry Mack doing random freestyles on the live stream. It's crazy. He's unbelievable.
Dude, he is. And he did like, for I don't know how many subs it was, he did like a 3-hour non-stop stream freestyling. And then he did like 10 hours, I think. I think that was his
ridiculous.
most 10 hours for,
It's
I don't know how
absolutely
many.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's not even possible. He's a freaking AI. I swear to God.
He's just practicing a
better than
lot.
AI.
He's and talented, and he practiced a lot
Yeah.
every day.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. Then we get to this. When we first see them meet like this, actually, before we get into this, I'll just quickly tell Mike. Mike, he's a white boy freestyle rapper. He's unbelievable. If you watch any of his stuff on YouTube or if you catch him on Instagram and stuff, he is just so talented. He gets people to give him words and he puts them into the rhymes live, off the dome, as he says.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So he's literally the best freestyler ever to do it.
Yeah.
Including rappers that get paid to do it.
Yeah. Even so. The fact that he hasn't got an album, I mean, I don't know if he has an album or not.
Well, he has like Spotify songs and albums, and he does tours. But to be honest, I think his freestyles are even better than the stuff he writes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just like that, the kid in The Last Jedi was set up to be something, then totally did a lot of stuff. Oh, wait.
Oh, wait.
Classic Andre. But yes, back to this scene. This was when the episode really started tearing up for me. From here on, I was on the edge of my seat. What did you think about this? When they first show up, I'm like, oh my first thought was, I don't want Shin to die. I'm like, she can't die yet. And
Oh no, my first thought was, they said don't split up, so they'll probably end up splitting up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But
yeah, that's kind of my first thought.
when they started battling, oh man, I loved it. I love.
Yeah, so this was weird.
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't be a hater.
I don't know, dude. Who would you go for if you were Ahsoka? Who would you go for the Inquisitor or for Shinhati?
The Inquisitor. I think so.
Okay.
I think it was the right choice. I think
Okay.
if you got to trust Sabine, I think let her get her revenge. I mean, the way Sabine started shooting first, I love that. She was ready to go. I thought this was my favorite episode for Sabine. I actually really, really enjoyed her character arc in this, even
So
though it goes the way it does. I loved it.
Yeah, I loved her with her Mandalorian armor. I still think she should have leaned more into her Mandalore stuff. We've seen one whistling bird. I would have loved to see a jetpack as well, and maybe a rocket and a flamethrower, because that would have made sense. She tried dueling her on even footing with a lightsaber. That obviously didn't work out. So now just go deeper into the Mandalore stuff. Because Ahsoka, they kind of made a point that Ahsoka was wrong of wanting Sabine to do exactly as she says. And then she said, like, no, I just want her to be herself. So they could have, they already set up Sabine being more of a Mandalorian. So they should have, I think.
Yeah, I looked at it. I guess at that point, I thought she's not stoic like Ahsoka yet. She's driven by. It seemed like she was more driven by emotion, and she just wanted to
Yeah,
freaking take her
she's
out.
an
And
artist.
that showed to me when she started blasted.
Yeah,
Because if she had a shot at it, she would have won Mando style. But because Shin's so good, she couldn't. And then I think her rage led her to wanting to go toe to toe with the sabers. I loved every. I mean, just look at that look she's given.
yeah,
She's not taken any second off from this
yeah.
character
True.
at
This
all.
this is a cool pose too.
That is a cool pose. Imagine, oh man, Hot Toys. If Hot Toys doesn't give us a Shin and Balin, I'm gonna flip.
Kind of don't
I'm gonna
think they
keep this
will.
mic forever. If they don't give us it, I'm keeping this mic forever.
Ha ha! How are you, Hot Toys?
Haha. I'm gonna punish everybody. If I don't get my Shin and Balin,
Oh, dude.
I'm keeping this mic forever.
No, some customizers are going to have a blast doing Shin and Bale.
Yeah. And she's got long enough hair that you could do. It's
True.
like Joker style hair. You could do a good rooted hair if
Yeah.
if they did.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was enjoying the fight scene, and then I loved how Ahsoka took out this dude. I was not expecting green smoke to come out there. What did
Dude,
you
no, me neither. Me neither. So it kind of says something about Night Sister magic, but also
Uh-huh.
look in Tales of the Jedi. It was Tales of the Jedi, right? Where we saw little Ahsoka. Yeah, we've also
Yes.
seen like an Inquisitor being killed and then going off to smoke, and then
Mhm.
I don't think we saw smoke then, and certainly not green smoke. So for me, it was like, what the hell happened? Did he just? I don't know what happened to that
He's
Inquisitor then.
Mysterio. He's Mysterio.
And now, the same thing happens to an Inquisitor, but this time it's clearly green smoke. So we're
Mhm.
going for that Morgan Elsbeth has used her Night Sister magic to get herself or to revive herself an Inquisitor, which is a very cool Easter egg to set something up. But
Mm.
obviously also to set something up that we've already seen in Tales of the Jedi. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. I've got a question on this. If she can do magic to create someone like this,
hmm
why not do like 10 and just send 10 of
Well,
these
you,
dudes?
you need to. There's a couple of things. So the Night Sisters are the most powerful where the shrines are. So
Mhm.
preferably in Dathomir. But you need a shrine to be able to do this stuff. And then you need a dead person to do this stuff. And then you need to have like a dead person actually worthy of resurrecting. Or else you just create a zombie. That doesn't make sense. So it would be best to get like a force sensitive person to resurrect. And I don't think that just you'll have like force sensitive people lying around in bunches. So
Fair play.
yeah.
Fair play. I will say like one of the things I really loved that we haven't really got captured in the slides as much is the moments between fighting and before fighting when they're in their stances and walking around, especially when she fights against Balin. But even in this, when he starts spinning those sabers
hmm
and comes at him, the way they filmed that I thought was just magic. That was cinematic shit to me. I love stuff like that when
Yeah,
I'm
it was
watching a
cool.
show.
It was cool. I all around think the directing and photography is it looks way above Disney series
Yeah,
quality.
definitely.
Yeah.
You can see the thought that's gone into the action sequences. I thought Rosario Dawson did a great job in all her fight sequences in this episode. From what I could tell was her, from apart from the stunt double. What's AJ saying? He's saying that will really show them, but in all honesty, about the mic, they need
It's
to make these
still the
figures
mic.
new fresh characters. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, I would love if they do, but we need the show to blast off for them to even consider, I would imagine. And when you think about it, if they were
Is that
going to
a
make them, they
Rebels?
probably would have already been working on them. No
I
Rebels?
don't know. I thought it was Tales of the Jedi. Could be Rebels. I don't know.
He was 100% a knight brother, and or is just how people
No, well,
strong. What?
people
Oh.
in the dark, strong in the dark side don't die like that. I mean, Dooku didn't die like this. The Emperor is that, but Darth Maul didn't. Savage Press, he died like this because the Night Sister, they enchanted him. So they made him stronger. So that's why when Savage Press died, the green smoke always also came.
There you go. And she says, especially since Savage Maul's brother, who was a Night Brother, also turned. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but it's because of magic that happened on him. So
Yeah. Even this cloud of smoke can use the Force. Come on.
this cloud of smoke.
Classic. I loved this shot.
Yeah.
The helmet there, while she's trying to take her on with the sabers.
I would have liked her to have the helmet on a bit longer.
Mm-hmm. Did it get knocked off? I can't remember. I need to rewatch it.
Yeah. It was. Shin used the Force, and I think it was knocked off then, and she lost her pistol. So then she had to go with lightsaber.
That's right. I'm just loading up the extra slides now. Give me 2 seconds. So in this fight sequence, just looking at what the next picture is so we can chat about. Okay, so from here, I really did actually, even though I kind of saw it coming, I'm not sure how you guys felt, if you guys saw it coming as well, but I saw when Ahsoka took out that dude, she looks over at Sabine. Sabine's like, I got this. That's Ahsoka's mistake for going off, I think.
Because why?
She should have, go help her, take her out, and then go.
Yeah.
But she listens to Sabine like she did in the plane also. So it shows that Ahsoka's not really ready to be a master yet, I don't think. That's the feeling I got, because she's like, she's giving her more leeway. And it comes back to bite her in the ass, obviously, but it also goes against everything that Huang told them. Like, you could have gone over there and helped to take out. This chick already stabbed her and is.
Yeah.
Like,
she's lost. She's proven to be not as adequate in fighting as Shanati.
Yeah.
So go help her.
Yeah. Instead, you leave her there, and that's a big mistake on Ahsoka's part. Yeah. And I wonder if they'll touch on that in this next episode.
Because if you see how effortlessly Ahsoka picks Shinhati up with the Force later from like a mile away, she could have done it right there.
I would do that. If I had the Force, bro, I'd be doing that to everybody. Out of the way. Moving everybody around. Like, why would you bother doing anything else?
Coming through. I don't know how the traffic is over there, but I'd be at home a lot quicker.
Yes, the traffic can be a pain in the butt. Sabine. Okay, no, we saw that one.
Got that.
It was both. Rebels and
okay. Cool.
AJ dropping knowledge. So Ahsoka makes the mistake, leaves her to fight, and now in saying that, Sabine does get to the point where she's about to come out on top before Shin does a runner. So she kind of did do using her Mando skills.
Wow. Yeah.
And then we come to, I loved everything from here, and I know this is where you're going to talk. I'll come back to this, but I mean, he's got such a great beard. He looks amazing. Let's just zoom in a little bit.
So
just to see
we got a lot to talk about, and you just talk.
Let's just zoom in a little bit longer. Look how handsome this guy is. Look how good this guy looks.
Yeah, thanks to Offen.
Yeah, thanks to Offen. Where is Offen? Offen, you're fired. Come on,
dude.
Where you at, bro? But look, we're zooming in. We'll zoom back out now. See what happens when you get closer? Look at that.
He looks sick, dude.
Yeah, he looks really good. Spitting image. I think so. Maybe that's why his acting was so good in this episode. When you get in close, you really see. That's a dopo. Yeah. So anyway, back Anthony. Please, let's pre-frame this. I'm going to try and clip this later. Please, Anthony, give us your thoughts on.
Yeah, so what's the next slide you have? Is this the whole discussion with
this
Baylan?
We got this one.
Yeah,
it's probably the
which
best
is priceless one, of course.
Yep. I'm actually still uploading them on here, so when we go to back to them, so we'll come back to that. So let's stick with this one for a minute.
So this is the one where he talks to Ahsoka, right?
Yes, this is them talking whilst they're walking around ready to battle.
Yeah, or during the battle, maybe even.
During the battle, yeah.
Let's start with the battle. It would be very easy to say that it's very Akira Kurosawa-esque, but I think it's just very true to samurai forms-esque. I thought you were going to ask something about lightsaber forms and styles, And I would have said that it's very hard to say anything about lightsaber styles if you don't see like a series of attacks and parries and just the stances, because what they do, they're just gauging each other out, circling and just changing stances, which is very
Yeah.
accurate. Because changing a stance is like, you can have a stance that's a bit more offensive, a bit more defensive, a bit more flexible, a bit stronger. At one point, you see Balin adopting a stance, which in kendo or in samurai style, samurai times, was used to have like one slice and that was it. It was like a very vulnerable stance, but it was also one of the highest, the strongest stances, the one where he's having the sword over his head. So it's very vulnerable, but also if he hits someone, he's dead. And it was cool seeing them alternate styles, just gauging what the other would do, and then going into the lightsaber fight. That was cool.
That was really cool. And what do you feel about his? So, did you want to talk about his intentions now, or do you want to wait until we get through after the fight? So we come through because
we
then
could do it
it
after.
goes from them. They begin fighting, and then we cut back to these guys. I loved this moment.
Yeah, we could do it after the fight. Let me say, for the previous slide, I think it was very cool. I don't think it was prequels cool. I still say that if you can just use stunt doubles, if the actors aren't young, don't have enough time maybe, or aren't as talented to do it perfectly, just use stunt doubles, please, because it'll look way flashier than this did. And this looked cool, don't get me wrong, it looked pretty cool. But when they were actually clashing lightsabers, that could have been like a point better.
Well, they definitely used a stunt double when he did a spin jump. I thought that
Yeah.
looked epic. And he came down. That was cool. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Made him look very athletic for such a big, imposing guy.
Big dude. Yeah.
He's a big dude. Well, he was a big dude. R.I.P. Even more so. R.I.P. God damn.
Yeah.
Lukagi just says before, maybe Ahsoka thought, we'll see. Well, you seem to be fine after being stabbed, so she'll be all right. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He didn't die. He'll be fine.
Yeah. And often's on strike until he gets a pay rise. Yeah, it was 2 season warriors filling each other out. He also felt like he was using an English style, like he would with a large sword. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Very,
all styles, well, before they started clashing, every pose he did was actually like a classical style. But he is using like a stronger slash. So it seems like his lightsaber is a lot heavier than Ahsoka's is.
That's what it felt like, for sure.
Yeah. And at the ending, it kind of feels like the way that Darth Vader uses his lightsaber, which is a lot heavier, as maybe a Claymore would be.
When he walks towards Sabine later and she's shooting at him when he's blocking the shots, I love that.
Yeah.
It looked so cool, the way he was doing it. God damn. He's a baller. But we
Yeah,
cut
he
back
has
to
a very unique style about doing that. Usually it's more flurry, and he's clearly not about being flurry.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Oh, actually, before we go to this slide, AJ's made it. Whoops, no, don't remove. God damn. Okay, so AJ says it was 2 season warriors
Yeah.
filling each other out.
We
He
had this
also
one.
felt like, oh, sorry, dickhead. Dory strikes
It
again.
was-
So then we cut to here. Man, I loved this part where she looks like that. And she tries to use the force. Because I'm like, did it work a little bit? Or she was expecting it to work?
I think
and
she
it
was
didn't?
just flinching, and I thought the flinching was a bit too much. If you expect like a force push, usually you just raise a hand and you keep looking at the enemy, right? You don't turn your head. So that was a bit.
Oh, no, I don't know. I loved
But
it.
I like
felt
the
like it was
whistling
almost
birds.
arrogant. I thought it was arrogant. Like,
dude,
oh, you have
why?
no power. I don't know.
Oh
I
yeah,
just thought it,
after, yeah.
but I
But-
thought it was more like she was like, she knew she didn't have power and she was playing along for a second. That's what it felt like to me. Like she was almost like insulting her by playing along. Because the way she looked at her, I thought, because when Ahsoka runs off and she looks at her and she goes, "You will regret that decision."
Yeah.
I love how she said that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I
'Cause
thought
she's like,
she
"I got you
actually
now.
was
I got you."
like setting herself up to like for the
Take
impact
the
of the
hit.
force push. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Look, I
It
could be
seemed a bit.
wrong. What did you guys in the chat think? What did you guys think? I just thought it was very cool how she reacted to it and then looked at her and was like, "You have no power." I love
Yeah,
that.
that was cool.
Absolutely love that.
And I love the whistling bird.
The whistling bird, yeah, which is how Sabine uses her Mando skills to actually come back,
Yeah.
which I
Yeah.
thought was cool. I mean, I was really impressed with Sabine's character arc in this episode. I
I
loved
thought it
it.
would have been better. Well, like I already said that, right? If we just seen more Mando gear. I love Mando gear.
Yeah, you do love Mando gear.
Yeah.
Anyway, she escapes with what does she use? She uses like the reminded me of someone dropping a smoke bomb and running off. What
Yeah. Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
seen that before. I thought that was hilarious. So then she comes
Hilarious, even.
Yeah, that was cool. It's like a magician, like a clown magician dropping smoke, and then you expect him to disappear, and then you see them running off as the smoke
Yeah.
moves away. That's what I felt.
It's like the
Slowly
guys on
running away.
Instagram who are in like the subway with this golden, I don't know what it is, like a blanket, and they just throw it up and just hide behind the benches, and it's super obvious.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. Oh man, Evangelion, what's up?
Oh,
Brother?
welcome back.
Yeah. AJ says, I think she was getting ready for it, then realized she had
Yeah.
nothing, and
I thought
yeah,
so as
that's
well.
probably what it was. That's probably just me being a gazelle.
Ninja
I'm about to die.
Vanish.
I'm about to die, so I'm just gonna mute it for a second.
Dude, dude, I would feel so bad if this was like your dying moment and I'm just laughing.
I'm gonna blow my nose.
Dude. Man. Dead Logan.
I'm
There's
sorry.
not much irony in the Iron Logan. It's just sad Logan.
Yeah.
Sick Logan.
Oh, sorry. Sick Logan. Oh god, that took it out of me. Batman's smoke escape. That made me sweat. Okay, she comes back. I love how Ahsoka's like, because he's winning. He's clearly starting to win. When she's trying to reach the map, I thought was real. I loved that sequence, even though it was a slower sequence. Her reaching for it whilst fighting him, I thought was quite cool.
Yeah.
Did you cringe at that, or did you like that part?
A little bit because it was a bit too obvious.
Uh-huh.
But it was fine for me.
She comes back, and then Ahsoka's like, "Oh my god, I made another mistake, and now Sabine's dead because Shin's back. Where's Sabine?" Which I thought was awesome.
Yeah, well, she clearly lose. I would have loved it. Hindsight 2020. I would have loved it if they would go toe to toe, and then she would see Shinhari, and Ahsoka's conclusion would be, "Oh shit, you killed Sabine," and then she would tap into a bit of her fear or anger. She would force push Shinhari or force choke Shinhari, and then she'd be unbalanced and lose to Balin. I would have loved that arc.
Well, she did kind of get unbalanced because she threw her against the rock, right?
Yeah.
I felt like, right?
Yeah, but you may be right that she was already losing to Balin. I would have liked them to be on par before this. But it's a minor thing.
I did like how she did kind of lose her temper and throw against the rocks.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
like that. And then Balin. So all the while he's talking to her about it, because the way he's talking, and I'm going to let you expand on all that because I want to hear what you have to say about it. But I really was enjoying everything he was saying to Ahsoka when they were fighting.
Yeah.
And he's talking about all her and her master know is death and destruction and all that stuff because he seems like he's the good guy. To me, he's definitely, and I love that from villains,
Yeah,
protagonists.
so I'm kind of curious what Chad thinks Balin's goal is, or what he wants to create, what he wants to destroy, and what he wants to create. I kind of have a theory on it. And to be exact, he says one must destroy in order to create. He says that before, and after, indeed, he says your legacy, like that of your master, is one of death and destruction. So he's not okay with that, the death and destruction. And it seems like he wants to create something. So in chat, if you have a theory, let's have it. I think we might have one of the theories right if we pull them all together, right?
I think so. I mean, when he took her out, this whole part of the show, the sequence when he starts talking to Sabine after he
Mm-hmm.
just took Ahsoka off. I loved every second of it.
Oh,
Everything, because he shows compassion. Like, he shows compassion for her. He keeps his word. The way he talks to her, he really does come across as someone who's not really a villain
yeah.
in a way, right?
Yeah, so when I was rewatching this, I skipped this part. So if there's
Really?
anything interesting in there, let me know. I thought it was pretty
He's
cool.
yes.
No, I just didn't need to see it for this rundown.
Oh,
That's just it's not
yeah.
that I hated it, dude.
Mm,
Um,
okay.
but it was like a TLDR. He convinces her to come along willingly because she
Mm,
wants to save Ezra, and he has some mission that we don't know about.
yeah. That I like. Well, see, when he was talking, you would expect the classic villain to trick her, get the thing, and then kill her. But he
Mm,
doesn't. He honors his word, and he goes, I keep my word, unlike your master." Basically, that's
yeah,
basically what he's saying.
yeah,
I really enjoyed that. What did you
yeah,
guys in the chat think about that? Because eventually, I'm saying I fully expected Ahsoka to leap right back up the cliff and not fall into the void between universes.
yeah.
Nah, she had to lose. Then I think she had to lose. Maybe he's trying to have everything to get destroyed to create a new Jedi Order. It is actually like what he wanted them to be. Maybe. Andre says, I think he wants to create his own order, so he needs to get rid of the remaining Jedi. I don't think he wants to get rid of the remaining Jedi at all, though,
Yeah, me
right?
neither. Me neither.
Because
No,
he didn't want to fight Ahsoka.
yeah, so I do think he kind of wants to get rid of all the Jedi. I don't know when the right time is to delve into this. Is it now? I think it's now, right?
Well, yeah, I've only got a couple pictures left, so you might as well
Okay.
start.
So
Go
um, so I think everyone loved Dave Filoni doing a series because everyone knows Dave Filoni will do Star Wars, right? Because Dave Filoni is like the apprentice of George Lucas. You could almost say the rule of two, but there's also other people, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, but you really know that Dave Filoni will honor characters, honor the story, and he
Mm-hmm.
will honor the story the way George Lucas would have wanted it. That's one thing that fans know, and that's why a lot of fans are enthusiastic about Dave Filoni.
Mm-hmm.
And we can see that he is expanding on the things that George has been talking about, and which is pretty funny. I don't know if it's to set things up or if it's
Mm-hmm.
to secure like the future that George seen it, just to have it make canon so no one can go around it. I don't know. Maybe he'll get more creative reign for Lucasfilm or over at Disney, so he can set a lot of stuff up and it'll become like a Kevin Feige type of character
Mm-hmm.
setting stories up. I don't know, but he is putting a lot of George Lucas stuff in here.
Mm-hmm.
So even the part that Disney wanted to have, like a next generation of Force users, but also the idea that everyone is able to use the Force. I think that was in episode 9 or maybe 8. I don't know anymore. The kid with the broom. Do you remember?
In what show? Sorry.
In the movie, I think it was 9 or 8,
Oh, okay.
with the kid using the broomstick with the Force
I
at the
can't
ending of
remember.
the movie. But
Okay.
so they're really going for this everyone can use the Force story. And I think that's
Mm-hmm.
very important for Balin's character. I still think Balin's character is was using a yellow lightsaber and he became more red because he tapped more into the dark side.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go to like yellow lightsabers, yeah, Plo Koon had one, but also the Jedi Temple guards, who were like guards but also scholars of every mythology and lore there was.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of think that um, because if you look at what George Lucas has been talking about a lot, it's not only that everyone can use the Force, but also that everything has to be balanced. So if light side wins first, then dark side will win after, and vice versa. And I think literally everything will be balanced. So if light side grows stronger, the force will grow, the dark side will grow stronger as well. And I think
Mm-hmm.
they are setting up that. I don't remember the sequel trilogies that much, to be honest, but I kind of think they are setting up that Luke and Balin just came to the same conclusion. They came to the conclusion that when you put the Force into control of like a small group of people, you're taking
Mm-hmm.
the Force away from everyone, but also you're growing the dark side. So I think what Balin is trying to achieve is to destroy small groups of Force users. So a small group of elite people who are very strong in the Force and just amass the Force in their own little cult. I think he's trying to destroy all that so that the Force comes back to the people. I think that would make the most sense for the dialogue that Balin Skull has been having. He's saying that he has to destroy something to create something. He is against a lot of death. And also things have to be balanced, like George Lucas said. So I think that's what he's trying to aim for. The only thing that is not here yet is him drinking blue milk to cut off from the Force, but that might come after that. He'll force feed everyone blue milk. So maybe even Cyril Kane in Twin Peaks, maybe that was blue milk, right? So maybe it was
That
the
was, I
same
think it
blue
was.
milk as Luke.
I think it
Maybe
was.
Cyril
It
Kane
was.
was Force sensitive. But no. So that's what I think he's doing. I think he wants to give the Force back to everyone.
Which kind of, it makes him think, and like what Andre's saying here. No, that's the wrong one. I think I was one ahead. He seems like a Thanos type of character. He thinks he's doing it for the good.
Yeah,
See,
so he was talking about the greater good.
yeah, and I like how he said to Ahsoka, like this was always going to happen with people like you, in a way that it was always going to come to fighting.
Yeah.
I think he thinks they're all misguided.
Yeah.
And they're all about violence and death. I definitely agree with that. I will say though, I haven't had the feeling from him that he wants to personally go and fight Jedi, because this whole time I feel like he hasn't wanted to fight Ahsoka. Even when he's
but
sitting
that's
there
not what
waiting,
I'm saying.
he's almost sad about it. He's sad
That's
about
not what
waiting
I'm
for it to
saying.
get there.
I'm saying that he wants to have a gigantic amount of power to be able to give the Force back to the people.
The people.
And I don't know how he's going to take away the power, the Force wielding from the Jedi and the Sith, but I think that's his ultimate goal. And I don't think it's by killing people.
We are no Jedi, his words, guessing he's not a fan of them,
Yeah.
says Andre.
Yeah.
Evangelium says we should know how he survived Order 66. I think that's what molded his personality. That would
Could
be
be.
interesting to find out.
I think Order 66 just was a lot of death again. I think he kind of wants to prevent that from happening again.
Maybe the comics do that. Oh, it's such a shame that we're not going to get to see where
That
his
would be
character
cool,
goes,
dude. That would be
depending
cool.
if his character...
Yeah.
that was last
Oh, that
Jedi.
was Last Jedi. Good.
So much wasted time with keys and maps rather than fleshing out characters we don't know. Well, there is that, but see, what happened in this episode, I was loving following what's actually happening there. That didn't bother me as much.
Yeah, but to be fair, they were trying to get the key, and they were fighting to stall the key, and then Ahsoka took the key, and eventually, they still used the key and destroyed the key.
Still use it. Yeah.
It's like a Transformer plotline. It could have been a Bayverse Transformer plotline.
It could have.
Get the small thing that humans can carry into the other thing, and then thing happens.
Yeah. Either way, I hope they continue going down the route with him, that we get to see more of his character in this series.
Yeah.
And which I think we definitely will now. Bleeding Crystal to make them go. Sorry. And honestly, the game Jedi Survivor. Yeah. Okay. Bleeding Crystal to make it fully go red. So maybe it's slowed because it's not intentionally happening here. Maybe. The greater good. That's what Thanos would say.
Is this
he's
Arthur's
back.
first? Yeah.
He's here. Often.
Yeah.
Look. Just for you. Before we get to talking about this moment, which was probably one of my favorite moments of the episode, to be fair. Let's see what everyone's saying. AJ,
Oh, dude, we
honestly,
missed a couple of things. Oh, yeah. You're there.
Yeah, I'm coming up to him now. Yeah, getting up to him now. So, Andre, but you need the map to find the key that unlocks the orb containing the other key that opens the door to the actual map. That sounds about right, Lukage. That sounds about right.
I forgot.
That
That's
is important. That's very important. Don't forget.
Justice for the greater good. And Waleed.
Bane
Give
voice.
it back to you, the people.
The people. Very cool. Okay, so we're caught up. I love this. I love that she had to make that choice. And I'm okay with her making that choice. And I think it's great character development for her to have to make that choice. She knows she's lost. She's not going to take... She thinks Ahsoka's just died. She knows there's no chance she's going to take out Shin and him No chance. I
Yeah,
think
but
this
she
was the
could
right
have
decision
destroyed
to
the
make.
orb. She could have destroyed the orb. Well,
Yeah,
it's the
but
right
I'm glad
decision
that she
because
didn't.
we'll probably get a good ending from the series. But or not? No, maybe not. Um, but
Yes.
it will be the way to get Ezra back, and that's what she wants. But for the greater good, it's not that good of a
You know,
plan,
like I
right?
thought it was. Well, I just like that she's put in that predicament and she had to make that choice. I'm okay with that. Like, I think that's going to add. It just adds more depth to her character. If she was like, "I'm just going to destroy it and be good," like the show's got nowhere to go from there. I don't
No,
feel like. I feel like it had to go this way.
and light side users or good characters will never do this in Star Wars because, like I said, Dave Filoni is very close to George Lucas's thinking, and
Mhm.
dark side is selfishness, light side is compassion. So every light side character will make like a compassionate choice, right?
Yeah, she's lost everything. If she can have a chance to get to see Ezra, I think is. And look, just understanding your surroundings. Do you want to die right here, or do you want to have a chance to make a change? I think it
Yeah.
was the right way to go,
Also,
and I'm glad they did it the way they did it for
yeah.
sure.
Also, what also was cool was I kind of think that Balin was scanning her mind to know her weak spots, but I'm not sure about that. What do you think?
Yeah, how did he know about Ezra? How does he know?
Yeah, he knew about a couple of things. He knew about her family, he knew about Ezra, and I think he was kind of scanning or probing her mind to do it.
I loved it either way. I love when she starts shooting, he's blocking the shots, and then he almost shows compassion to her by telling
Yeah.
her, "I won't do this to you. I will look after you." And I love when Shin starts strangling her, and she drops, and you see her behind her, and the camera focuses on her.
Yeah.
One of the best scenes of the show.
Yeah.
I'd say you win me over. Cool shots like that. I forget storylines. Just show me cool shots. I just realized this: Jedi are samurai, and Mandalorian are ninja.
Oh, dude, that's
There
pretty
you
cool.
go.
That's
That's a
pretty
great,
cool.
yeah, that's a great perspective.
I never saw it that way, but it's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Ninjas have more weapons. Yeah, ninja stars, things like that. Yeah, good call. I like it. Money. Either way, this part really, as someone who hasn't watched the Rebels, this was a great moment for me seeing her character have to make that decision. And you need your characters to lose in order to build them back up. And
Yeah.
Filoni's done he's made them lose halfway through the series. Very clever.
They might lose
And
the
I'm
ending of the
pleased.
series as well, to be honest.
Maybe. Either way, I liked it. I liked it because Balin's not just a mustache twirling bad guy.
Yeah.
He has more depth. Almost like he's using Morgan to get what he wants. Rather than working for her, it feels like.
Yeah, I think so.
And then
A
they go
means
into
to an
hyperdrive.
end.
A means to an end, yeah. Because you feel like he could take out the Night Sister pretty easy if he wanted to.
True. But it seems like Morgan Elsbeth got like an upgrade in this series, as opposed to Mandalorian.
definitely.
So we kind of don't know what her Night Sister magic is capable of.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Lucas said Star Wars are for the children.
Yeah.
Like,
Like Wu-Tang. What the fuck?
protect your neck. Protect your neck.
Like Wu-Tang.
I think it was Star Wars Theory that said Balin read Sabine's mind using the dark side mind reading thing. I have no
Yeah.
idea if that's correct or not, but sounds good to me.
Yeah, it sounds good to me as well.
Sounds good to me. Mr. Lucas wanted Star Wars to be a space samurai. Yes, he
Yeah.
did.
Space Cowboy
Mr.
Samurai.
Lucas. Mr. Lucas. Now, what did you think of this whole sequence when they get away? I thought that was the build up, the machine, like the thing powering up, the other ships coming in, and the fact that they choose to not attack them and just ignore them.
Yeah, and
shoot
so
off, I thought was
you
awesome.
still don't know who got caught up into hyperspace and who didn't. So that's
Mm-hmm.
pretty cool.
I thought that was cool, and then the fact that the energy surge made some ships crash. That was sick. We
Yeah.
did forget.
So who do you think?
That,
Who do you think is sucked into hyperspace with them? Hera,
Mhm.
probably.
well, I thought she was left behind.
Yeah. So I checked and
I
I
felt like
didn't
they were
see
all
in her
left behind.
hyperspace things, but I think they'll make it so that she's sucked. Sucked because what else is she going to do there? We're going
Yeah,
to
I mean,
see
how are
the
they
other,
going to get to it? He's
the other
destroyed the
galaxy,
map.
right?
So
Yeah. So they'll be sucked in, and Maybe Paul, some young Lee will be sucked in there as well. What's his name
Maybe.
again?
Yeah, it was cool to see
Carson
him
Teva?
again. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was cool to see
So I
him
think
again.
him and Hera and Jason will be along for the ride.
Interesting. What do you guys in the chat think? Because I didn't look at it like that. I thought they were all left behind, and they were like, "Oh shit, we just lost."
Yeah,
But then
no,
again, how are they all going to get to where these
Yeah.
guys are,
Yeah,
if
they need to
if they
get there.
can?
because Sabine will be
how is-
there, and now Hera and Jason will be there. Chopper will be there. I'm kind of hoping Zeb will be there, because I've missed Zeb all this time.
Mhm.
So the gang's all there, and Ahsoka will be going there through the world between worlds.
That's how you think she'll get there?
Yeah.
Speaking of, she wakes up here. I kind of felt like we were going to see Anakin here when this happened. I don't know why, but I felt like we were going to, and then we
Yeah,
didn't.
because she already knew that she, I think, Twitter or Instagram, like a post saying, Sky Guy, see you there. And then she had to delete it. So you already knew that they were going to meet, or that they would have like a flashback. So, yeah.
Now, I have my last slide was a picture of Anakin, and it's not loading up, so I'm sorry. This is the last one.
It doesn't matter. It's the same.
Unfortunately,
same
we know
scene,
he's there. Yeah, we know he's there. This I don't know about this world. Fill me in.
Yeah.
What's going on?
So
here?
here we see like the world between worlds, and it looks like a like kind of the same version that we have in Rebels. Like I explained last time, it's sort of like the quantum verse. Dave Filoni explained it like it's not really being like time travel, it's just everything coming at the same time, at the same place in this space. It's kind of he's saying no one's sucking anyone here.
Yeah. And then Wu-Tang Forever. I'm throwing that out while you're talking. I'm
So
distracting you.
I'm really curious to see what you guys' theory is about why she woke up in the world between worlds. But what we do know is what I explained before, right? Last episode is that she already died in the world between worlds. And then the daughter, which is like the embodiment of the light side, which is like the daughter of the gods of Mortis, she put her essence into Ahsoka, and that's how she was revived. So ever since Rebels, Ahsoka and the light side are kind of synonymous, or well, she has some light side goddess inside her now. So I think that she actually died. So she actually went for the Soul Stone after Balin slashed her, and I think that's why she woke up here. I think she died. But she kind of got revived because of her power inside her.
Damn.
I was kind of looking for Morai, but I couldn't see her. But I think that's it. And then the question is, what the hell is Anakin? Do you think Anakin is Anakin? Do you think Anakin is Darth Vader? Because we hear Darth Vader's theme being played. Or do you think it's neither one of them? What do you think?
I interpreted it as it's Anakin, but I don't understand how it's the good him. Like, if he's dead, wouldn't it be the latest version of him, or is this a realm where you see what you want to see of that person?
Well, no, not inside the realm. That's the weird part. What we've seen in Rebels, that if you're in the world between worlds, you're just walking there. You can see like different gateways to different time periods. So Ezra went in there. Older Ezra, and he rescued Ahsoka from dying versus Darth Vader. So you can just step in and out. What we also know is that the Emperor cannot, well, in Rebels he was not able to get inside the World of Worlds, but he could look into the World of Worlds. And also he was able to not only look into the world between worlds, he could also implant like a couple of visions or fears into the minds of the people who are inside the world between worlds. So it could also be like the Emperor manipulating Ahsoka. There's a lot of different options that it could be.
God damn. Well, I guess we're going to find out this week.
Yeah.
Ahsoka will have Togo
Nidavellir. Have to go to
build a
Nidavellir.
lightsaber, can summon the Bifrost to get to Thrawn. I love it. I love it. I think Mike's right, though. The Purga will give them a ride. I think
I think they will
probably
give her give them right back. I don't think they'll give them like
Ooh.
right. Yeah.
I'd like to see her riding a Purgle like Aquaman rode the beasts in the Aquaman movie when he's riding that freaking Kraken
So
thing.
when I'm talking about Ahsoka being kind of revived by the daughter of Mortis, I don't know if you heard about it because I think in episode 1 there was like a scene with the mural, with everyone on the mural with Ahsoka and Sabine, and kind of resembled like the last scene of Rebels. But in the last scene of Rebels, Ahsoka, instead of having her normal gear, she kind of had her Gandalf the White gear on. So it could be that the Gandalf the White gear is like Ahsoka going from the World Between Worlds to get Sabine or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they're going to do. But I think Ahsoka will be revived, that she's actually dead and will be revived and do something.
God damn. They all put on Among Us suits and ride Purgles to where Thrawn are potentially. I like that idea, the Kagi. Ahsoka woke up in the Matrix. She did. Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah, exactly.
The void between realities. We've got an RIP Ahsoka here from
In a
Offen.
void.
She died in Clone Wars, and the sister gave her her life for her.
Was it
gave
Clone
her
Wars?
life for her.
Oh, it was Clone Wars. Yeah.
And it's Artis and Joker. I mean,
Artis and Skywalker.
Skywalker, sorry. God damn it. In the
so-
Snake Road from Dragon Ball.
Yeah, but what do you guys think? Why do you guys think that Darth Vader's theme was played when you see Anakin? Do you think it's Darth Vader? Do you think it's the Emperor? What do you think?
I don't know personally. I just thought it's cool sounding music. I mean, he did redeem himself when he died. He was seen as a Force Ghost Jedi at the end of Return of the Jedi. So it could be good.
It could be, but then why play Darth Vader theme? Because that was deliberate, right? Playing the Darth Vader theme.
Had to. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's deliberate. Of course it's
So
deliberate.
it could be
I
just
don't know.
actual Anakin going in there, because the father actually tried to have Anakin replace him as
Yeah.
the one that's balancing the daughter and the son. So in his career he might have visited there, but the weird thing is him saying, "I didn't expect you here so soon." So he did expect her, but just not so soon.
Yeah. And the last time she saw him, he was Vader, says Mike.
Could be that was, yeah, it could be that it's just her remembering their last encounter.
Yeah. I'm annoyed that slide didn't load. I wanted to see him.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Oh, look. Either way, for me, 5 out of 5 episode. I don't care about any other plot points. I was blown away by the action. I loved it. I was in the zone. It's one of those episodes for me that I know I would rewatch multiple times just to see the action. Definitely for posing ideas too. If they did, like there was a stance Ahsoka was doing it, I'm like, oh, I might change up my pose and put her in that stance. I'm like, that's a cool
That's how
fighting
that
stance.
works.
That's kind of how that works. How dare you? But then
Play the
again,
clip.
but then
It's trash.
Trash.
now
Dude,
if DS
that-
gave up on the show, he would have missed out on this episode. I wonder if he
That
watched.
0.5 clip trash just cracks me up every time I see it. Trash.
Every time. Trash. I think it needs to make an appearance every episode at least once.
It should.
At least once.
Only
Anakin's theme.
when an episode is below a 2.5 out of 5, I think, though.
True. Anakin's theme is the sound of sand blowing around in the wind.
I hate sand.
I hate it.
It gets everywhere.
Oh, God. Often gives it a 4 out of 5. I give it a 5 out of 5. We're going
Yeah, I'm like a 4
6 out of 5.
or a 4.5 out of 5. No 5 out of 5. It's
How
less
dare
than
you.
5 out of 5 for me. Yeah.
How dare you? How dare you? I loved it. I loved it! In fact, I'm going to rewatch it again today.
Cool.
I'm telling you.
You do that. Or maybe go to sleep
Guys.
first.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go back to bed now, guys. So apologies. I did want to delve into... I feel like I had all these ideas I wanted to talk about in this episode, and I feel like I've just lost them all because I just feel like crap. I'm very sorry for my performance.
Did you do fine? You were almost
4 out of 5.
dying. A couple of times.
Yeah, I'm holding on. I feel like I'm holding a coughing attack right now. So I think we might need to wrap it there because I'm probably going to
Good.
explode in a minute.
Do it. Dude.
But I'm excited. They're releasing the next episode in cinemas, which is pretty cool. So they're banking that it's going to be a good
Are
episode.
they releasing the next episode in cinemas?
Next episode is playing in some cinemas in different parts around the world.
Dude.
Yeah.
But also Disney Plus,
Yeah.
right?
Also Disney Plus, but yeah, like they're
Man.
having it play at some cinemas for people to go watch it. So
Dude, is it
they're backing
filmed in
it.
IMAX?
I don't know. I don't think it's filmed in IMAX.
Dude.
But someone
that's a
in the
cool
chat,
move.
surely. Someone in the chat, surely. Has anyone else seen that? I did see a report saying that it's being released. It's being released in like 10
Damn.
cinemas for the whole
Cool.
US. Oh,
Okay, that's not much. Not much.
yeah. But the fact that they're doing that means that
Yeah.
they think it's a banger episode. Anthony's had enough of John.
Made him ill.
Made him ill. No.
The made him ill sounds like the ending of a Chuck Norris joke.
Yeah. Empire Magazine doing a screening on Tuesday.
Cool.
That's cool. Not IMAX. Okay.
Hmm.
Mike didn't fail once today. John's powers must have dipped from the sickness. My
force
force.
static.
Maybe I've got the force. I've got the force static, guys.
I think so,
Dang.
dude. I think so.
I can't make the cinema, but I have surround sound at home. Nice.
That is cool.
That would be cool. Lukagi's got 4 out of 5 keys to maps.
Keys
Yeah.
to the map.
I'm gonna say star maps. Oh yeah, and by the way, when Balin destroys the key, epic move. Because normal
It
villains
takes
wouldn't
a
do
while.
that. They would just leave it. Yeah,
Yeah, true.
they would just
It
leave it.
takes a while for the saber to destroy the key. I was disappointed in that.
Yeah.
I would have liked it dead.
Yeah, true. Lukagi, they need Nami.
Nami. Yeah, One Piece.
Nami, One Piece. I'm thinking about watching that now. I'm thinking about watching that show. We'll probably
It's
delve
cool.
into it.
I think episode 1 and 2 made me pre-order Luffy and Zoro.
Of course it did.
Dude, because I need a
Of course it
reason.
did.
Yeah, so because now I kind of need a reason to get a figure, and it doesn't need to be that much, but it needs to evoke something in me. So either I need to be able to get like a cool pose out of it, which really strikes something with me. But for Luffy, I think they perfectly made him embody going for your dreams. So that was cool. And Zoro's just
Yeah.
cool. So
Yeah. No, I think I'm going to check it out. If I'm stuck on the couch all day, I might kick it off. Question for me is: do I watch it with Lani, or do I watch, or do I wait, or do I watch it on my own? So I don't. If she wants to watch it, I'll watch it with her.
Yeah.
But Billions is back for its final season.
you
so we're
shouldn't
about to
you shouldn't
delve into
ask
that.
Chat, John. Just ask Lani if she wants to see it. That's the way
That's
to go.
true. Thank you, Anthony, for carrying the weight of the lowdown on your shoulders this evening. The lowdown.
The lowdown.
Benjamin, all you need to do is overcharge yourself for popcorn. You'll have the perfect cinematic experience. That's true.
Overcharge
Goddamn.
yourself popcorn.
One Piece is awesome. I'm a fan of anime. Okay, cool. We'll definitely check it out. Lowdown, rundown, for fuck's sakes.
Oh, I thought it was like a on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay. It wasn't.
Classic. Well, look, guys. Apologies, I couldn't keep going any longer, but I'm
Dude,
about
it
to
went
die,
fine.
so I think we might cut it there. No, we did at least an hour. I'm proud of myself. 5 out of 5 for Renz. He's in the house.
Cool.
The Apprentice in the house.
The
Thanks for making it, Renz.
Apprentice.
We're about to exit now, though, guys. Anthony, have you releasing anything? You just released a video. I thought it was a great video with you and Helen from Six Scale Shiro.
Oh, thanks.
You
Yeah,
edited
so I
down-
did like a one-on-one posing session. Let's wrap it fast.
Yep.
If anyone wants to do a one-on-one posing session, let me know because I really enjoyed those. And yeah, that's kind of it.
You are a great teacher, and
Dude, thanks.
I don't have those skills, so I enjoy watching you do that. And I think everyone should check it out. If you want to learn how to pose, you get some good pointers and tips in there. So go over
Thanks,
there and
dude.
check that out
Thank
for
you.
Anthony. Look forward to the next one. Currently, I've been doing some reels, doing some shorts, because I've been waiting to finish this quarter scale video. Sorry, life has been kicking my butt a bit.
It's a
but
chore, dude. Quarter.
hopefully, I'll have the quarter scale video done soon. I have Moon Knight coming in, Black Panther coming in, and President Loki coming in this week. So
Dude.
I'm gonna have a busy week of
Yeah.
preparing. I may actually do a Moon Knight posing showcase next because I'm kind of hyped up on Moon Knight. But we'll see. Or a Black Panther and Killmonger. We'll see. Yeah, so we'll see. Maybe a whole fight scene between them. If I'm not scared of destroying the suits, we will see. But other than that, we'll be back next week. I'm looking forward to this episode.
Dude,
Everybody,
get well soon. Get well soon.
appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you all for being here often. Thank you for the great screen grabs. I'll leave you guys with this last screenshot. Definitely a day one pre-order for sure. Let's get it done. I appreciate you all.
Yeah, thanks
Catch you
for not
next
blowing my
week.
cover off him.
Peace out, guys. Have a